What's up, y'all? Welcome to Feel Good Friday. Today's video, we're gonna speak about how to heal your past, how to heal your past trauma, how to heal your negative thoughts, how to heal your negative emotions. This is what this video is all about. All right. And the reason why I want to speak about that in this video is as I've been developing my coaching offer, as you know, I do online coaching, online courses, working on books, working on public speaking gigs and things like that. A lot of people deal with reoccurring negative thoughts. I remember I was dealing with reoccurring negative thoughts all the way back from childhood, my teenage years, high school, and most recent situations that took place that had a negative impact on my emotions and mind. So I thought, how beautiful would today's video be for Feel Good Friday if I was able to help people heal from these negative emotions and negative thoughts, these associations with shame, and change their overall self-image. Strengthen your behaviors in today's time and create a more impactful future for yourself. So I'm going to be giving you 3 tools that you can use to heal from your past, master your present, and develop a positive future. If you're interested, stay tuned. Here we go. Step number 1, obviously, is acknowledging the trauma. I just made a YouTube short today speaking on how a lot of us don't even recognize we're dealing with childhood neglect. And dealing with childhood neglect, we have shame, we struggle with our relationships, and obviously we struggle with life because we don't realize that the lack of connection we have with human beings impacts us socially. And if we're impacted socially, we're impacted with our success in life because we need other people to be successful. We need to exercise self-confidence to be successful. And if we haven't understood fully what's taking place in our lives, our childhood, and how it molded us as adults, then we're gonna struggle. You have to know what has taken place. You have to know where you've been to understand where you're going. And that's the whole reason why my current offer deals a lot with the past, deals a lot with understanding trauma, deals with understanding what has taken place so you can understand why you struggle with your habits, why you struggle with your emotions, why you struggle with reoccurring negative thoughts. So step number 1 is going to be acknowledging your trauma. Could be being informed about your trauma so that you are able to acknowledge it, right? Because how can you acknowledge something if you're not able to fully recognize it, right? And so step number 2 is after you have recognized and acknowledged the trauma, which is going to breed a lot of negative emotions, anger, shame, guilt, sadness. Once you understood fully what has been done, accepting that, I mean this in the most kind way, you're not special. Things happen to all of us. What's gonna happen next is you're gonna have to take responsibility of everything in your life, all your shortcomings, all of your pain, and all of the things that are required for you to heal. And a lot of that is going to require honesty. Put real simple, it's going to require honesty. It's going to require self-compassion. But most importantly, firstly, is going to require responsibility. What does responsibility mean? It just simply means that someone else has done this to you, specifically your parents, family members, society. But it is your responsibility to fulfill your heart's desire and what you believe is destined for you. And you're fully capable of that. But you want to shift, you want to take away all of the blame and put all of the power into self by claiming responsibility for who you are today, the decisions you made, and your overall self-image. And when you do this, then you have the power back into self. And then you can start searching for the tools to empower yourself further, to begin to heal, and to begin to yield results and formulate positive relationships in your life, as well as success in your life, whether that's in health, wealth, and again, relationships. All right. So step number 3, when it comes to healing your past, is going to be this technique and this tool. I always want to leave you with a tool so that it can be, these videos can be practical and you can get started today. All right. So like I said, a lot of these traumas, a lot of the past has to do with your childhood. It has to be from the beginning of the inception of who you are today. So you can go back and begin healing your inner child. I have a ton of videos on how to practically do this. If you want to learn more, you can search up, inner child healing and things like that. But this third technique, or this third tool, right, is threefold, right? You have your inner child. I want you to also go back to your teenage years. You went through a lot in your teenage years too, from the past, that causes you to get into the relationships that you're getting into, causes you to exhibit the behaviors that you're exhibiting. And then you have the more recent adulthood choices and years where your trauma is resurfacing and things like that. So you want to go into healing your inner child. You want to go into your teenage years, and then you want to take a inventory of, recent years, the past few years, and understand what is causing you negative emotions, and to keep thinking about negative thoughts that are going on. All right. So that's the third tip, is heal your inner child, heal your teenage self, formulate relationships with these people, and just take an inventory of most recent years, months, and weeks of what is going on in your life today. All right. And when you do this, then you strengthen your ability to heal your past, because you did step number 1, which is acknowledge your younger self, the inner child. You acknowledge your teenage self, and you acknowledge your current self. All right. So what you just essentially did right there was you acknowledge your trauma, and you took responsibility, or you're going to take responsibility by being honest with yourself. This is why forming the relationship is important with your inner child and your teenage self and your younger adult self, and understanding what took place, and understanding that you want the power in self. So you don't want to blame. You want the power in self by taking responsibility and finding your next course of action and healing and empowerment. All right. So that you live your brightest future, because this is all about you. It is your time to find happiness. It is your time to firstly find empowerment, which is going to lead to your success. All right. So that's what I have here for you on this beautiful Friday. It is Feel Good Friday. Like, comment, and subscribe if this video was helpful at all with healing your past. Reach out to me on my social medias, and I would love to connect with you and speak about this further. All right. So if this video is helpful, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.